Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Ah! Ah! Ah, crazy dog. Crazy dog. I'm sick. I'm sorry. Ah! I'm sorry. Ah! Ah! This crazy dog. This
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another story and this story is heartbreaking. This is the story of Marietta Matthews and Tamiko Merriwether, a mother and daughter that lost their life by being gunned down by Marietta, Tamiko's daughter, boyfriend, Nathan James. Marietta was born to Tamiko and Michael Matthews June 1994. She was a beautiful bundle of joy. And eventually, she would grow up to spend a lot of time with her mother. She enjoyed getting her hair, her nails done, and even going to the movies and spa with her mother. Her and her mother talked about a lot of stuff, even personal stuff, and would give each other advice on this stuff. I mean, they were best friends. And plus, Marietta was Tamiko's firstborn. Now, Tamiko also had siblings. She had two brothers, but they were younger than her. She also enjoyed studies. She made sure she graduated from Skyland High School back in 2012. And then she will go on to graduate at University of North Texas. I mean, she studied business administration because she set out to get her own business in the future. Marietta had so much going for herself. She would be later introduced to one of her worst nightmares, Nathan James. Now let's discuss her mother, Tamiko. Now, Tamiko was a loving, caring mother. She was born in Atlanta, Georgia, but would later move as a young child to Dallas, Texas with her family. She would soon raise her own family and marry Michael, and also have three beautiful children together. Now, she also worked as a RN nurse. She saved so many young infants' lives. She enjoyed her job, and the people around her enjoyed the presence of being around her. They said that Tamiko was loving, caring, and she would do anything to help people and support them. And her daughter and her children and her husband was definitely not excluded from this. Tamiko had a big, generous heart. But Tamiko knew that her daughter, Marietta, was in a situation that she had to do something about. I mean, why not? She was her mother. So one day she talked to her daughter and told her daughter that she would be coming to visit her. Now, they already had this visit planned, and Tamiko would start packing her stuff, food and clothes, to spend a day with her daughter, not knowing the predicament that she was about to get into. Now, she would now pack and travel to go see her daughter. She just felt like going to talk to her daughter face to face to try to encourage her daughter to leave Nathan. I mean, he was no good for her. Nathan was rude, aggressive, and a lot of times abusive. He would make Marietta stay away from family, basically isolating her from everybody else, the world, and everything. Now, Nathan also did little dirty stuff other than him being mentally ill and violent. He also would cheat a lot on Marietta and one day getting another girl pregnant. sad. But Tamiko was ready to go get her baby because, of course, it was her best friend and her daughter, but somebody had to talk some type of sense into her. So she went to see her daughter. Now, Nathan would know that she was coming, but this particular day, Nathan wasn't having it. I mean, he wanted Marietta all to himself, and he would do anything to get just that. Now, she goes and knock on the door, Tamiko. And when she knocks on the door, instantly Nathan greets her with a gun. I mean, Tamiko's heart dropped to the floor. What was going through her mind is she didn't know whether her daughter was still alive or what was happening. It was all presented to her quick, fast, in a hurry. To the point where Nathan shot her several times, then turning around, going to the bedroom, and waking Marietta up to the bad news that he had shot and killed her mother, Tamiko. Devastating. I mean, who would want to be woken up to being told that I just killed your mother? Like, who? Before Marietta could even say anything, do anything, get up off the bed, Nathan James instantly shot her several times, shooting her. Then he would turn around and go and set up his phone camera to get views from the public, his social media pages of all things. People were watching this and seeing this and really shocked. He was screaming into the camera, yelling as if he had no control over himself and he was literally crazy. Then he would type into Facebook, I am sorry, basically for the act of just killing his girlfriend and his girlfriend mother. Then eventually he calls police and police instantly arrive. Now, Nathan did not agree to go out to the police. He just stated that he just killed his girlfriend and her mother, and he locked himself and barricaded himself in the apartment. Now, police would try to enter but couldn't. For several hours, they would literally try to negotiate with Nathan to come out and turn himself in. I mean, of course, like Nathan wasn't having it. He was mentally ill and he was always violent. He had a criminal history up the wall. I mean, with assault and battery, a deadly weapon, all kinds of stuff already. He was already into gangs and always on the street. I mean, he grew up with a single mother, but at the same time, he had no control over his behavior, and quite frankly, his mother didn't either. Now, he would also drop out of high school. Like, it just seemed like the whole matchmaking that Marietta and Nathan had amongst a mutual friend was not for the good. Now, other than all the violence that he had, he was bipolar and another other list of things. But people felt like Marietta felt like she could help him, she could change him. She didn't want to leave him, and Nathan would oftentimes like talk to her to get her to come back or buy her gifts to keep her. I mean, this relationship was toxic from the beginning, and all sides knew this. Her side and Nathan's side knew that Nathan was not good for Marietta. She had so many dreams, ambitions, and goals, and Nathan was there to just drain it all away from Marietta. I mean, not her particular, not what she had in mind for herself, but this was her reality. Now, unfortunately, Tamiko and Marietta lost their lives as two together. Nathan wasn't having it. He did not want Tamiko to take Marietta from him. He just felt like if she would have came over and talked to Marietta, Marietta would have packed her stuff and left that day. quite honestly, that's how it should have been. But it didn't. And unfortunately, these two beautiful ladies lost their lives. Now, eventually, Nathan would go on to shoot himself, and then police realized that he was no longer alive and made their way into the apartment, finding Tamiko and Marietta bleeding out, and Nathan. All three were gone. They all three lost their life. But once investigators investigated the whole situation, they realized that Nathan was the mastermind. I mean, he thought of this stuff, he planned it out after they got his cell phone, his computer, and everything. They realized that he had been planning this for days. So, of course, even though he was deceased, all the charges was brung against her. All of these charges, murder, everything. But Nathan was deceased, so it's nothing they could do about it. And the family didn't get proper justice. I mean, Nathan was a coward. He took his own life to avoid the consequences that he supposed to been facing. This was a devastating and tragic situation. I mean, Marietta and Tamiko had so much going for themselves. It was obvious. Her mother was a registered nurse and everybody adored her. And Tamiko took her job seriously. And Marietta had graduated from college, high school. She had so much to live for, but would lose her life to a person that didn't value her life. You guys, this is the story of Tamiko and Marietta, two beautiful women that lost everything that they had to a person that had nothing. You guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I hope you guys enjoy my channel and the story times that I bring. And don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel. Join the family over here. We talk true crime, true events that happen to real people. You guys, thanks for watching. Peace.